Leader of the opposition, give us a sense of how the meeting with congressional leaders went.
Well, I think it went extremely well. We were able to identify the critical issues in Guyana. We were able to give them a clear vision of where we want to take Guyana, and I think there was a healthy exchange. We understand some of their interests, where the confluence of interests lies, and we will pursue those issues.
Congresswoman Maxine Walters says, we hear you and we understand. What do you take that you mean?
That she accepts some of her position, but she also proceeded to suggest that they're both sides to a coin and that she asked for a clear development plan, which we identify the tenants. We also left with her a document that will give a lot of that information. There's a wider dossier that we would have left that would have put all the issues in context in Guyana.
Congressman and Leader Hakeem Jeffries said as part of his intervention that he wants to see inclusivity. They have that hope to see inclusivity as far as possible. Talk to us about that.
Well, I think we did point out that there was little or no inclusivity. There's violation of Article 13 of our Constitution, and I think they place it in the context of their society as well that is seeking inclusivity and indicated to us that we need to work towards inclusivity. We have made it clear that we are disposed to inclusivity. In our presentation, we have identified the fact that the government fails to be inclusive. They tend to be arbitrary, and they seem to want to control all the political, economic, and social space and just dominate the society. So I think he's aware of that situation, and it is against that background he would have called for inclusivity.
Penultimate question. There seem to be a lot of questions too on general elections in Guyana and understanding that.
Well, I think they understand the situation. You know that we actually call for a clean voters list in the meeting as well as biometrics, and to solicit support to ensure that we can get a clean voters list and biometrics. We are of the view that once that happens, you create a playing field that allows for free and fair election, and in that context, we will be the People's Progressive Party.
And finally, sir, congressional leaders seem to have an appetite for an opposition plan for governance. Did you think you had a good opportunity to deliver on that?
So, but the document we would have provided would have given them clear information on our approach to governance.
We learned that parliamentarian David Patterson was not permitted to come. He was stopped at the airport last evening. What are your thoughts?
Well, we actually said to the meeting that we saw it as in the normal nature of the government's dictatorial and authoritarian ways, and that it was a deliberate attempt to ensure that David Patterson doesn't get the opportunity to come. And that wasn't the only one. There were other things that they did that were aimed at ensuring that people don't come to this conference. Fortunately, we're here and we were able to point out to them that the treatment of David Patterson is a manifestation of the arbitrary dictatorial